Welcome back to BT. You know, those shockwaves from all of that travel chaos over the holidays still being felt. Maybe you're watching BT right now somewhere on vacation and can't quite get home in time. Joining us now is Mike Eppel from CityNews 680 Business. And, you know, we're still seeing that there are people being affected by this and people want answers, right, Mike?
Yeah, indeed. First off, Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year to you, too.
First day back, so missed you yesterday.
Welcome.
Although saw you on TV.
Well, happy to be joined with you today. Yeah. Nice to see you. You're all rested up, by the way?
Yes, and I apologize if my internet connection isn't the best here. I was seeing a little bit of robotic action already going on here.
We'll roll with it.
Welcome to 2023.
Glitches continue.
Well, it is what it is. Yes, Melissa, we're talking about, well, you weren't involved in any of the travel chaos by any chance, were you?
No, I wasn't.
No,
I was.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Just had you know, to watch others travel and try to get through. You know, obviously a lot of it was weather related over Christmas and the big storm and such, and what it did to North American travel. But certainly some airlines and transportation systems were hurt harder than others, and the head of the Transportation Committee in Ottawa wants to hear from Sunwing and Via Rail executives about what the heck happened.
Yeah.
You know, you had Via passengers stuck on a train for, what was it, almost 24 hours?
What a nightmare. Yeah.
You know, and that is, I think, more of a microcosm of just what, you know, has happened to Via over the years. Yes, they're trying to build dedicated tracks to, you know, be able to avoid the tracks that they have to share with CN and CP, but that's a long-term process. You know, their fleet hasn't exactly been upgraded, and so, you know, in this case, the train was disrupted. You know, a tree fell on a train, but it took, you know, why did it take so long to get that train moving?
Yeah,
and to clean it up. I mean, that was an issue. Sunwing is a problem all unto itself. You know, stranding passengers here, there, and everywhere. So they got some, you know, questions to answer. It might be interesting to see if Air Canada's called in the carpet as well. But I think it was so fitting for 2022 because it was a year of travel chaos, wasn't it?
Yeah, people just trying to, like, they're just itching to get away.
It was just ridiculous.
And their needs aren't being met, obviously.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if we get answers and when those hearings will happen. I don't have a specific date on that, but it is going to happen sometime early this year.
So Twitter is going to be making some changes when it comes to politics.
Oh, goody. Seriously, they're bringing back political ads because that's what we want on social media. Political ads.
Yeah.
The previous leadership at Twitter, founder Jack Dorsey, had banned political ads in 2019 because it was just so over the top with rhetoric and misinformation. And, you know, it was just this. People were tired of it for all intents and purposes then, but I think Elon Musk in this case needs the money. That's amazing for a multi-billionaire 100 times over. But Twitter is looking at increasing advertising revenue and maybe getting back into the political. You know, they're saying, look, this advances the discourse of public opinion. I don't know. It depends which way they go with this.
The dumpster fire of political opinion.
Again, it's based on one's perspective, right? But look, Twitter's got its own problems. I mean, they're not paying rent at their San Francisco offices. Musk is trying to cut costs as much as possible. So maybe this is just a small indication of what has befallen that company since he took it over.
And how about Apple? How's that company kicking off the new year?
Well, a year ago yesterday, Apple was the first company ever to hit $3 trillion in market cap, kind of at the peak of the market. And then the day after that, we saw Apple start to fall because what happened? Well, we started to hear about higher interest rates. And that was certainly the case in 2022 for central banks raising interest rates. And Apple and all of the tech stocks sold off for all of the entire year. And this morning, Apple starts the day below $2 trillion in market value. That's a massive number. That I'm not, don't want to diminish it, but it is $1 trillion below where it started a year ago. So it's hard to wrap your head around. But no, look, from a stocks perspective, it wasn't a good year for Apple and none of the tech sector. Tesla's a mess. It dropped another 12% yesterday too.
Mike, we're running out of time, but I want to know, it's your first day back here on BT of the new year. What is the big business story you're going to keep an eye on in 2023?
Oh, hi, my line cut out again.
I want to know what business story you're going to follow closely in 2023.
Oh, well, look, I think cost of living.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the continuation and interest rates. I mean, those are the two things that were driving things last year. And just because the calendar changes a date doesn't mean anything necessarily changes. So that's going to be the key focus, certainly for the first part of the year.
Well, lovely seeing you this morning, Mike. Have a great day.
Thank you.